difference is in the way they move. So Gina, our older lady here today, she's going to show you how a sea lion can walk along the land. So she's going to walk down our catwalk here, and as you can see, she's pushing herself up at the front using her strong built flippers. She looks very elegant, very ladylike as she walks along the land there. And now she's very good at impressions, Gina, so she's going to do an impression of how a seal would walk. And as you can see, she pushes herself along on her belly and doesn't look very elegant at all, more of a slither really. So well done, Gina. I think Gina deserves a massive round of applause for that brilliant impression. Well done. And she's giving herself a big clap too. So as you can see, our sea lions are very busy, and it's important that we keep them a health check, we keep them in tip-top condition, and Khalid checks their health every day. So he's going to show you how he does his daily health checks. So the first thing Khalid will do is ask Gina to open her mouth so we can have a look at her teeth and her gums. Now they all look fantastic, but as you may notice, Gina's teeth are black in colour. Now this is nothing to worry about. Sea lions are born with white teeth. However, they do turn black over time with all the oil in the fish that they eat. So I think Gina has a lovely set of black teeth there today. Well done, Gina. Now the second check we're going to do is with their flippers. The flippers are the thinnest part of their body, so if ever any vaccinations need to be given or any blood taken, then this is where we can do it. And as you can see, Anya is very comfortable with Khalid moving her flippers around like so. And the last part of the health check is for Anya to come down to the ground, and Khalid's going to have a look at her back and her tummy. So first of all, she's going to lie on her tummy, and Khalid's going to feel her back for any lumps, bumps, cuts, grazes, bruises. Very large, playful animals, and they are prone to the odd scratch. So Khalid's checking to make sure everything's okay. And Khalid can now ask Anya to roll onto her back, and he's going to do the same with her tummy. As you can see, she's very comfortable with Khalid doing this, and in fact I think she's so comfortable she might even be nodding off to sleep. Khalid's having a look for a heartbeat. Strong heartbeat, Khalid. She's fallen asleep already in this sunshine, so I think we need to wake her up. So after 3, if we can shout, wake up Anya. So 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Anya! Nope, I think she's in too much of a deep sleep. It really is too hot out here today, so let's try it again. I think you're going to have to be much, much louder. So after 3, 1, 2, 3. Wow, look at that. There Anya, she's wide awake now and ready to go. Well done, Anya. So that was a great health check. Our girls are in perfect condition to complete the rest of their display for you today. So now Khalid's going to show you how he trains our sea lions, and he uses something called a training stick. This is a black stick with a yellow end. Now our sea lions are colourblind, however they can differentiate between the colours, and Khalid starts this training from the earliest age. So first of all, Khalid's going to put the stick to Anya's nose, and as you can see, she goes straight to touch it. When she does this, she gets a reward. And gradually over time, Khalid can take complete control of Anya using this stick. So as you can see, she's following him round and round. She's going to follow the stick up onto the rocks, back down again, and she can even jump up high to touch the stick as well, just like that. So well done, Anya. So this is how Khalid uses his training stick, and we're now going to let you into a little secret. We're going to show you how Khalid trains our sea lions to do one of the behaviours you've already seen. So Khalid's going to put the stick between Gina and Anya's noses, and they're going to touch it. And he's going to do this over and over again till they get really good at it. And then gradually over time, he will take the stick away and replace the stick with a subtle hand movement like so, and they will give each other a kiss. So that is exactly how they've learned the kiss behaviour that you've seen today. Well done, girls. So we use this training stick for our training on the land. Now here at Blackpool Zoo, it's the first day of summer, so we're going to start using the training stick to train our sea lions in the water. So as you can see, Lauren's jumped in the water down there, and Anya's going to have a look for the training stick and follow it in the water just as she does on the land. So she's found the target straight away, the yellow end of the stick. She's giving it a push with her nose, and she's following it in every direction that Lauren wants to go in, just as you saw before with Khalid on the land. And when she's finished that, she's going to come out of the water, back onto her stand, and she will get a reward from Khalid. Now as you can see, Lauren's thrown the stick away down there, so Anya's going to go back down to the water again. and she's going to find a different target. So this is how we keep progressing our sea lions with this training. This time it's going to be Lauren's hand, and she's pushing Lauren's hand in the water, spinning Lauren round and round, following the target wherever Lauren wants Anya to go. Same again, she's going to jump back out and get a reward. Oh, one last push. I think she fancied getting in there for a bit longer. Well done, Anya. Straight back up onto her stand, and she'll get a reward from Khalid. And a huge round of applause from you guys. Well done. So we've seen Anya following the target of Lauren's hand and of Lauren's foot. We're now going to send Anya back down into the water again and see what other kind of training she can do with Lauren down there. So I think Lauren's got the best job in the zoo today. She's chilling out in the water. Now let's see if Anya can find the target of Lauren's foot and push her through the water just like that. So she's using all the strength in her strong chest muscles and her flippers, and she's following that target, pushing Lauren in the water. So it shows that we can use this training, use this targeting, not only on land but also in the water as well. So well done, Anya. So she's going to jump back up. Huge round of applause. But Anya, I think you might have left your target in the water down there, and we need to bring it back onto land. Yeah, what do you think? Oh, Gina's getting a bit shy again. I'm not sure Gina wants to... Oh, Gina's going to find her target. Let's see if Gina can find a target in the water. And that target is, of course, Lauren. So she forgot to bring the target back onto land before. And there we go. Well done. Gina is actually pulling Lauren through the water. So if we can all give Lauren a huge wave. And as you can see, Gina is pulling Lauren through the water there using her strong chest muscles and her front flippers. So that's fantastic, Gina. Well done. And she's going to jump back up onto her stand, and a nice reward from her keeper, Khalid. So Lauren's now going to get a large hoop, and we're going to show you some of the behaviour that these sea lions will do in the wild. So Gina's going to go into the water. Now in the wild, they obviously won't jump through hoops, but they will stretch their long, flexible neck muscles to catch fish in the water. And we're going to see how Gina can do this today by jumping through the hoop. So if you could give her a massive round of applause. Big cheer. Well done, Gina. But I think she needs a bit louder one. This is the first time this summer we've been doing this, so she's trying very hard. So we need a huge cheer as she jumps really high through this hoop. Well done. Now that does take practice 3 to 4 times a day for up to a year to master this behaviour. So Gina is getting quite experienced now. She's doing very well. So we've seen her using this large hoop. Khalid's now going to bring out 4 smaller hoops for Gina to catch. And we can see if she can catch this again using her long flexible neck as she would catch fish in the wild. So if we can give her a massive cheer for each one she manages to catch. So let's start with number 1. Well done, Gina. Huge cheer, please. Number 2. Number 3. And last one's going to have a bit of a spin on it, so it's going to be a bit more tricky. Brilliant. Well done, Gina. So we've seen Gina jump through a large hoop, and we've seen her catch 4 hoops on the land. Let's see if we can now see her catch these hoops in the water. Again, this is a very tricky behaviour to master, but Gina is more experienced, so we're hoping she's going to catch them all as each one gets further away. So again, she'll behave better for louder cheers, so if you can please catch... Big cheer 1, and 2, and 3, and last final great big cheer. Well done, Gina, that was brilliant. And she'll swim back up onto the land. Well done, Gina. Now let's see if her sister is as good at Gina as balancing a ball. So Kylie's going to get the ball now, and we're going to see if Anya can catch it. So Anya will catch this ball on her nose, and she'll keep it steady, she'll keep it balanced using the whiskers. Whiskers are the most sensitive part of a sea lion's body. They have 40 to 60 on either side of their face, and she's now using these whiskers to keep the ball steady. So now she's going to pass the ball back to Khalid. Well done, Anya. Big clap. And we're now going to see if she can play a game of catch with her sister. So again, she's going to catch the ball on her nose, balance it with her whiskers, and let's see if Gina can catch it from her. Fantastic, girls. Well done. And now Gina's going to pass it back to Khalid. So we do want to keep things difficult for our sea lions, and we're now going to see if Anya can catch this ball in the water. So she's gone into the water. She's found the ball and she's going to balance it all the way back, keeping it very steady, using her whiskers to sense the movement and back up onto her stand. Brilliant. So if we can give Gina and Anya a massive round of applause. Well done, girls. Now in the wild, our sea lions do have predators. These are animals that would like to kill and eat them. And Gina, as you know, is very good at impressions. So she's going to give an impression for you today of one of these predators. Now if you can guess what it is and shout it out to me after 3, and we'll see if you're right. So off you go, Gina. You show us what kind of predators you have in the wild. Does anybody know? 1, 2, 3. Khalid, can you hear that? It's not very loud at all. No, I think we need to hear that again. So after 3, 1, 2, 3. Brilliant, well done. Of course it's a shark. So great white, tiger shark, bull sharks, and even killer whales would like to eat Gina down there. But Gina, if you did see a shark in the water, what would be the first thing that you would want to do? That's right, leg it as quick as you can, back onto your stand, out of the water and hide. But don't worry, there's no sharks here today at Blackpool Zoo. Now Gina and Anya have been very busy, so they're going to take a little rest for a while, and I'm going to introduce you to one of our other sea lions. There's Isabel at the back there. She is 17 years old and she's just come out of her pen, so if we can give her a big wave to welcome her to our display. Now Isabel is going to show you another technique these clever sea lions use in the wild if a shark was to chase them. So Isabel, if a shark was chasing you in the wild, what would you do? That's right, a couple of backflips to confuse them so they couldn't find you. So next time, if we can give her a big round of applause. So Isabel, what would you do if you saw a shark in the wild? That's right, confuse them, not know where you are, so that you could escape quickly. Well done, Isabel. Now Isabel is very experienced, she's a very clever sea lion, and she's going to show you how she can jump through this hoop. So as you can see, she's on the land, she's going to go into the water and dive very high through this hoop. So next time, if we can give her a massive round of applause and cheer, this is very tricky to do. She's not swimming to get her speed, she's going straight in, out of the water, using all her body strength. So well done, Isabel. So Gina and Isabel have shown you a couple of ways that we can escape these predators, the sea lions. So we're going to give Isabel a big wave goodbye now. She goes to join the rest of our sea lions here at Blackpool Zoo back in her pen. Now we're shortly due to finish our display here, but I must ask you before you leave if you can remove any litter or rubbish that you have. As you can see, we've got a lot of seagulls here. They like to pick it up and put it in the pool, which is dangerous for our animals. So Gina and Anya are also very, very tidy girls. They like a tidy home. So Anya's going to show you what she would like you to do with your rubbish. So Anya, if you find any rubbish lying around by your pool, what would you like us to do with it? That's right, pick it up. But where should we put it, Anya? Straight in the bin. So if you could do as Anya asked, that would be fantastic. Good girls. So before we leave for today, I think Gina and Anya would like to give their trainer Khalid a big hug and a kiss. So we're going to start with Gina. Gina's going to give him a big squeeze and a lovely, great big fishy kiss. And her sister Anya is actually going to jump down from her stand, jump up and give Khalid a great big hug to say thank you. So if we could give Gina, Anya, Khalid and Lauren a huge round of applause and wave them goodbye and thank you for their display today.